me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god.
Let's go. I'm about to go off like a weapon. Fuel to the top, gotta fill it up engine. In my thoughts up.
Welcome back, everybody. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Let me know in the comment section what you think about this video. Today's going to be just a real quick video on what is the Dalvin Cook update. Dalvin Cook has been released, and of course everybody is going to go crazy and say the Dolphins need to get him, and you know, everybody is just enamored, and I can understand why. I mean, Dalvin Cook is going to be one of the top running backs in the league next year, regardless of what team he's at. It's just we need to factor in a lot of the stuff that Dalvin Cook will bring to this team. And what I can say is, number one is going to be, he has said that he wants to reach a contract, a big contract. Of course, man. Of course, every running back that gets released from a team, they want to reach a contract because you don't know that person personally. They want to get a financial gain from it. They are not coming to a team just because it's a team. So what I can say here is, if we go for Dalvin Cook, right now it's looking like he's trying to get the same contract that he had with the Vikings, maybe even more. And you have to realize that, honestly, there are teams that are going to pay that. The Dolphins right now, they're in a predicament. They're in a predicament based upon that Connor Williams has now also not shown up to camp. So basically our best offensive lineman and now our best defensive lineman both need to get paid. And that is what we have to look at when we are judging this situation, is that Dalvin Cook, he wants to have a max contract. He wants to get paid as well. I don't really know what we're fabricating. I don't know what we would do, but honestly, it is going to be very tough to pay Dalvin Cook that max contract unless we want to get rid of Christian Wilkins and or Connor Williams, which basically on both sides of the line and in the trenches, they are our best players. This is just something that I think a lot of Dolphins fans have to understand, is that right now, of course, we got the $13 million in cap space, but we also need to sign Christian Wilkins and Connor Williams. This is something that we are going to have to do. Connor Williams is our center. I know Liam Eichenberg has stepped up and he got the orange jersey and blah, blah, blah. Probably was a motivational thing, but to be honest, I don't think Liam Eichenberg is going to be a sufficient center. I really do think that we need Connor Williams back on the team because, again, even though Tua has done jiu-jitsu and he has done a bunch of different things to kind of increase his awareness of how to not get injured, well, every quarterback gets injured when they have not a good offensive line. So right now we're working with bare minimum, I guess you could say, with the feasibility of how this offensive line is going to perform if we had Connor Williams, Robert Hunt, Teron Armstead, and then obviously it could be a good offensive line. But if you lose Connor Williams, well, that completely just tears everything down, because if you take Connor Williams out of the fold, Teron Armstead has never been healthy in his life. So he's going to get injured for a couple of games. And then honestly, we don't know the right tackle position. So then at that point, all you have is Robert Hunt on the offensive line. And I think getting a running back when we have basically like 6, to me, if I'm going to give you my final opinion, I just think it's just unfeasible. I think you need to work on signing your players because, again, this is going to come up next year. We need to pay a bunch of players next year as well. And if you want to keep losing some of our best players because we're paying someone like Dalvin Cook, when it is a luxury, it's not a person that we need to have. I think we will be fine as a passing offense with pretty decent running backs in Mostert, Jeff Wilson, and now Devon Achane. I think we will be fine with those guys. I think we need to sign back our core players, keep this team the way it is so that we can build winning teams for a long period of time instead of just trying to do everything this year. I think everyone has this mentality of, which it goes for everyone's lives as well, is that you want everything right now, but you're not looking at the future and how, if we could build a dynasty for the next 10 years versus just trying to do something right now, wouldn't that be more awesome to see? Obviously winning a Super Bowl is great, but every team wants to do that. That's the whole point of every single season in the NFL. You want to win a Super Bowl. That's kind of the whole point. Why don't we build a dynasty that can stay competing for the whole entirety of this next 10 years? And that it would be exciting to see that every single year. And just not sign dumb players like we normally would do. You know, Dalvin Cook is not a necessity. We don't need a running back like that. Mostert did great last year. I think Devon Achane will step in. I think Jeff Wilson did great last year as well. You know, he got injured, so it was tough. But, you know, I think we have a lot of pieces here that could be fine. And I think we're overreacting to the Cook news, especially since he wants this max contract. That's just going to be a quick video of my opinions on Dalvin Cook and if we should sign him. But as always, hope you have a great rest of your day. Fins up. Peace.